For the second time, a hurricane that made landfall in the U.S. as a Category 4 has, after a post-storm reanalysis, been upgraded to a Category 5. The first was Andrew, which hit South Florida in August 1992 and was upgraded more than 10 years later to Category 5. This time it took just 6 months for the National Hurricane Center to reclassify Hurricane Michael. Now here's the cover of the official 86-page NHC report issued last Friday. And by the way, one of the authors, Andrew Hagan, is a Penn State alum. Yes, Michael was upgraded to a Cat 5 at landfall, but reports like this one, that Michael was much worse than first thought, were way overblown. In reality, the upgrade was only 5 knots, or about 5 miles per hour, from a 135-knot high-end Category 4 to 140-knot low-end Category 5. But in this case, that small change makes a huge historical difference, because the upgrade means Hurricane Michael is just the 4th hurricane on record to make landfall as a Category 5 in the continental United States, joining an unnamed 1935 Labor Day hurricane in the Florida Keys, Camille in 1969 in Mississippi, and Andrew in 1992. Now, there was never any doubt based on damage that Michael was an exceptional storm. $3 billion alone on Tyndall Air Force Base near the landfall site. And right at landfall on Mexico Beach, Florida, 94% of the nearly 1,700 buildings were damaged, with half of those destroyed. And the swath of severe wind impact reached far inland. In Seminole County, Georgia, for example, the most southwestern county in the state, about 60 miles from the landfall location, 99% of the homes were damaged. The reanalysis confirmed that Michael intensified right up until landfall. The real-time intensity estimate was 155 miles per hour, just shy of Category 5. The new intensity estimate of 160 miles per hour is based on a detailed review of winds measured from Hurricane Hunter aircraft, satellite intensity estimates, velocities derived from land-based Doppler radar, and surface wind and pressure readings, including some data not available in real time. Many of these factors supported the upgrade, but NHC notes that their estimates still have an uncertainty of plus or minus 10%. To be clear, post-storm reanalysis of tropical systems is not new. In fact, for nearly the last 20 years, the National Hurricane Center has been running a formal Atlantic Hurricane Reanalysis Project, where they're methodically reviewing and occasionally updating the official hurricane database for the Atlantic Basin in the context of our modern scientific understanding of tropical cyclones, sometimes incorporating newly uncovered information from newspaper articles or ship data. For example, just recently, the peak intensity of Hurricane Carla in 1961 was decreased from Category 5 to Category 4, demonstrating that post-storm hurricane reanalysis can cut both ways. Coincidentally, hurricanes beginning with the letter M have been devastating in recent years. Matthew in 2016, Maria in 2017, and now Michael in 2018 have all been retired. This year's M storm, if we get that far, would be Melissa. Stay tuned. Our extended forecast is next.